Weapon mastery is one of the hardest things to catch up inside of the game. You can catch up on gear with the path of ascension, level, combat power, all that good stuff. But weapon mastery, you actually have to grind. And right now, you guys can get 200% extra weapon mastery bonus. I do every 30 minutes, I get 100 million weapon mastery, which is 10 to 20 levels, depending on what level your weapon is. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it, how you guys can maximize your weapon mastery gain, and where to grind your weapon mastery so you guys don't waste any time and you're most efficient. So let's just jump into it. So weapon mastery, why it is important. I'm on this character right now and I have my weapon mastery level at 200 here. As you guys can see, yeah, getting to 200 means a lot of weapon mastery here and a lot of these nodes, but it also means a lot of combat power. So combat power, you get 3 per weapon mastery, and then if you have 10, 30, and then 300, and with 200 you have 600 and 1200 combat power just for weapon mastery alone. That's the hardest thing to actually catch up in this game, because the game gives you, after path of ascension, you get level 90 only. After doing this and getting all of this, you get like 90 weapon mastery. And the last battle pass, which was supposed to give us a lot of weapon mastery, gave us like 100 mil, which isn't even a lot at all. So how can you guys farm weapon mastery the most efficient? I actually spend 30 minutes, not even that, maybe up to 30 to 1 hour a week, not even that, to finish all my weapon masteries and I gain like over 300 million weapon mastery every single week by doing this. 300 million is way, it's like double, triple the more you got from the battle pass. Now, how do you do that? Now, the best way to gain weapon mastery, there's many ways to gain weapon mastery. Like you can do codex, a good thing. If you guys are looking for to do the codex is here extra. I haven't finished all of them on this character. They give you weapon mastery. But the best way by far is to burn your tokens. Your abyssal contract tokens, which you get by just farming things. But when you burn them, this is where a lot of people make mistakes, especially new players or players just still playing, make the biggest mistake when it comes to this. How do you farm it? Where do you farm it? And what do you use when you farm it? Now, you guys can get up to 200% weapon mastery bonus right now inside of the game when you're farming, which means instead of when you're defeating a mob inside the open world dungeon, you will get 200% more weapon mastery XP, which will go to straight up to your levels right here. I will be showing you guys how I'm going to be farming with it and how much XP I'm getting. But how do you guys want to be farming this? Now, it is extremely important that you guys follow these things. If you guys don't do this, you're basically wasting your abyssal contract tokens. You want to make sure you're most efficient and always never let it hit 80k like I have. I have done it because I don't really care anymore on this character, but never let it hit 80k. Now, you guys can farm this most efficient by, number one, when there's an event going, like the Halloween event right now, you want to go to the cooking vendor, and then you want to go right here to the event food, and you want to craft a pumpkin spook latte. This will give you 100% weapon mastery EXP bonus and a solid bonus, which is nice for solid, and it makes sure that you don't burn your tokens as fast. 10% slower token burn, basically efficiency. So you gain weapon mastery and token burn. So once you get this, it's very easy to get. You just get the pumpkins from the dungeons. And then once you have these, right, you're like, okay, now I can go farm. No, you don't go farm yet. Now, the second thing you want to be doing is you want to go to your battle pass. When you go to the battle pass, you want to buy out this and this. They all stack together. So if you buy out this and this, and then you use them together, I'll be using them later to show you guys how it works. You get 100%, right, from this solent and weapon mastery, and then additionally you get 30% solent from this and 30%, so you have 130% now. Now that's not enough. You can even juice it more. Right now during the event, depending on where you go, you don't have to go to a specific thing, but I will probably tell you guys to go to Silius Abyss or Shadow Crypt right here. But if you go and you teleport right here, you can get even additional more weapon efficiency, contract efficiency, and mastery bonus. So if you talk to this guy right here, Scary Neighbor Festival Attendee, will turn you into this guy, but you will get this thing, which is Solent EXP, another 10%. So now we have 140%, and weapon mastery EXP bonus by 10%, so 140%. And it also gives you under damage boost, which you can use for like dungeons and stuff. But if you die, this resets. You have to go here again, so try not to die. So now we're at 140%. Now, if you're in a guild, and the guild has a contract skill right here, weapon mastery, tell the guild to use it. This gives another 10%. So now you have 150% stacked bonus before you even go start farming. That's huge. Not only that, you can get even additional 50%. Now, how do you get that? Is if I swap, right now I'm on this build, but if I swap to my spear bill, which is what I use to farm weapon mastery, I have this thing right here, the black anvil weapon. Now the black anvil weapon will give me, you guys can see here, additional 50% solid bonus and a mastery bonus. So now I'm at 200% weapon mastery bonus and solid bonus before I even go and farm, which is absolutely safe. So if you use them correctly, you can min max it. And then what I would tell people to do is when you go farm, I would always tell people to go farm Crimson B3. There's many other things you can farm, but if you guys can lock in on Crimson Mansion, you will save so much time. Crimson Mansion is way faster. B3 is really good. However, you need a healer in your team, and you kind of need to know what rotation to take. So I'm going to be showing you guys what rotation you guys can actually use in there to maximize your token gain the most. So the first thing you guys want to do, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to be doing this with a completely random team. And what you guys also want to do here is just to make sure you don't waste any buffs because they last 30 minutes each. You don't want to be using them until you actually start. So make sure you also have backspace here, like at least 80. And then you're going to put the buffs right here. So these are the buffs I'm going to be using in addition. I already have this bonus. And then I'm also going to be using contracts. I'm going to be putting them here. That way I can just click, 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 click when I start. So the first thing you're going to do is you go to the LFG. And here I'm going to say Crimson B3 farm 30 minutes. That way people will only come for 30 minutes. And then you look for a healer. So now you just wait for a Crimson B3 farm. And you want to make sure you have a healer. If you don't have a healer, you're going to struggle. And then next up, we go here to B3. And I'm going to show you guys a really nice rotation that you guys can take. It works really well. You want to make sure that you are doing these rotations because they are by far the fastest. Also, make sure it's not nighttime because if it's nighttime, people can come kill you. So it's like things to look out for when you guys actually do this. So when you go here, and then this is perfect. There's no people here. This is always what you guys want to do. You want to check if people are farming because they will usually be using 3 or 4 rooms. So a good rotation that I like to take is this one. I will put a pin down right here. Party pin 1. Because you want to go in the corner. You want to pull this. And then somebody in the team want to pull this. And you go here and they will all stack. Next thing you want to do is the second pull will be here. I like this pull too. Somebody will pull here. Somebody will pull them, and then you pull through here. Everybody stacks here, and you do a massive AoE damage. And then the third place, if you have a really good team, you can do 3 different pulls. And I like this room because you have a little corner right here that you can stand in. And then in the corner, you can pull here and then pull there, and then you just rotate back and forth, back and forth. Now we have a team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we need a healer. Perfect. We have a healer. And now we can start. Now we wait for people before we start. So I'm going to be doing this a little fast forward so you guys can see at the end of the day how much weapon mastery EXP I'm going to get by just doing this for 30 minutes. Hopefully, if people can play for 30 minutes. But if we all play for 30 minutes and we do this, we're going to see how much weapon mastery I'm actually going to be getting by just doing this. So let's just do this and fast forward it. So that was 30 minutes of farm with those all buffs. Now, I did not have the guild buff, which was a little bit unfortunate, which is 10%. And we did have a couple of wipes, which wasn't really good. But let's see how much weapon mastery we got from that. We have 87 million. So if things went properly, I would probably got 100 million weapon EXP. So in 30 minutes, like I said, you can get almost 100 mil of weapon mastery EXP by just farming 30 minutes. We burn 30k, 40k tokens with efficiency. So probably if you don't use efficiency, it's going to be more. Make sure you guys use the efficiency foods. That will give me, let's see here, how many levels we get here. 120 to 1. It's a lot of levels, guys. It's a lot of levels. From 120 to 134 in half an hour. That's a lot. So we're going to juice that up. 12 levels on the spear. We like that. But this is basically how you guys can min-max your weapon mastery when you guys do end up doing this or try to burn your tokens. That was 40. And remember, I can burn 40 more. So if I do another half an hour, I can get another 100 mil XP, which will be another 10, 15 levels, which is a lot. So make sure you guys doing this properly. It will give you guys a lot of juice. for your weapon mastery. Remember, weapon mastery is one of the most important things right now that you guys can focus on. Tier 3 gear you will eventually get. All the other good stuff, heroic gear, you will eventually get. But weapon mastery is the one that keeps most people behind in combat power and in damage. So make sure you guys focus on that. Hopefully this video guys help you guys out understand a little bit more how you guys can min-max your weapon mastery. But make sure you guys check out this video right here. And then if you guys want more guys, there's a bunch of guys on my channel. So make sure you guys check them out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.